We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Welcome back to the Morning Vantage, episode number 62. Please do me a favor and hit the like button, for that is the only price of admission for our live streams, is to simply hit the like button. Before we begin, man, I was just now scrolling on X, and I shout out to Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie is on the internet starting sugar honey iced tea, bro. This is so dope. So I was on X looking at a couple of things that we're going to discuss this morning. And one of the first things I see is Lisa Marie fussing, saying, they're lying. They're lying, liars. That's a lie. Lisa Marie is on the internet going off on people for lying. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you're supposed to take up for your people. Make sure that you keep them honest. Hey, man, let me know where y'all are watching this morning, what state, what country, what city, and whether or not you're driving to work. If you're in the car listening, let me know what it's like, what the experience is like, or if you're watching it on your television or on your phone. I would like to know, because all these things matter when it comes to the content that we are putting out there. Much love to you all, man. Lisa Marie, you are a firecracker. And shout out to all of the guys who have joined our membership in the last well, since we started 6 days ago. 6 days ago. Yeah, 6 days ago. We started memberships, and we got 41 people who are now members. Shout out to you all. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. Let me go ahead and do the run. Let me see. Here we go right here. Yeah, I got to shout y'all out, man. Y'all are awesome, bro. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. All right, so we got Darnese Speaks, Louis B. Fisher, Marla. We got Mary Rose, who leveled up just 3 days ago. Well, she leveled up 1 day ago, but she became a member 3 days ago. We got Angel R. We got Casser the Mad Critical Thinking, Nanny. Shout out to Michelle, JJ Brown, Susie Q, Shani Right Chick. Who else we got? Anna Barnes. This joint won't let me scroll down. It's hating on me. Linda Lake, Carolyn. We got Jared, Jason. Jesus, man, we got so many daggone people. Critical Thinking. Yeah, we got an Intelligent Observer, Michelle, Bolden, what is this? Karen, Kelly. Yeah. Man, shout out to you all for joining the LFR family members. I appreciate you guys. Y'all are dope. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it, man. And shout out to Yankee Jeff for this this Los Pollo, Los Pollo shirt that he sent me from what you call Breaking Bad. Is it from Breaking Bad? I think it's from Breaking Bad. Yeah, it is from Breaking Bad. Yeah. So shout out to him for that. All right, let's go and jump into it, man. Who we got up in here? We got New Jersey is in here. We got let me see. Louisiana, Macon, Georgia. All right. Yeah. Who else we got up in here? It's early. People not putting their name. People not shouting themselves out. Yeah, I'm the chicken man. And white people, if you call a black man a chicken man, that's kind of racist. I'm just letting you know. If you say that a black man is a fried chicken man, I'm just saying that's kind of racist. You know, if you're black and you don't play the race card, what are you doing? Like, that's what we have. That's our power. That's our superpower. We can play the race card. Like, whenever we're back in the corner, race card. This is racist. Shout out to Maryland, Wheezy. We got Wheezy up in here. And shout out to everybody who have become clients of mine and allowed me to help them with their YouTube journey. If you are one of those individuals out there that's looking to receive some extra keys from somebody who does this on a daily basis and work with people who are on their way to doing great things on social media and have already started, please make sure you check out the very first link in our descriptions. That's the YouTube course that I created. It comes with a bunch of amenities. I appreciate it. Also, we have a poll that I would like for you guys to answer. And it's simply about the whole EP files, the EP tapes and lists and all this other stuff. Trump says that we should drop it. I want to know, do you guys believe that we should drop it? Do you guys believe that we should persist and demand answers? Or should we just shelf it for later? See what happens. Come back later. You know what I mean? Once we have fresh eyes and fresh ears and go from there. All right. All right. So, and I know I keep on having a whole bunch of things to say, but guys, before we move forward, do me a favor and say, thank you, Lord, for your grace and for your mercy. Just in case, in any event that you did not take a moment today to give God all the praises due for your blessings, just say thank you for your grace and your mercy. Thank you for blessing me for way more than I deserve. And thank you for not punishing me for what I deserve to be punished for. Because Lord knows I'm a sinner. And even if I don't commit the sin physically, my thoughts and what's in my heart, yeah, that's a sin as well. So make sure you thank God for grace and mercy. Let's go and get into it. We're going to start off with this joint right here because I love when the left lies and then they get called out by our guy, Scott Jennings, right off bat. Hit that like button, gang.
I think the panic over this report today is unwarranted, but I do think data is worth watching every month. But it's not. But it seems like a lot of panic for no reason. You're getting matched reports every month.
It's not panic when we were promised on August 15th of last year that the price of eggs, that the price of bacon, and the price of apple.
69%.
Actually, eggs year over year are up by 20.
Year?
Are up 27%.
They're down.
I'm
Since
sorry.
he took office, they're down.
But if year over year.
All right. He promised when he took office they would go down.
Hold on. Let's not fight about statistics here. She's right. Year over year, they are up significantly. Month over month, they've gone down, but that's from their high, which occurred partly due to bird flu and other things.
Right.
So
let's be very clear. He promised three things: the price of eggs, the price of bacon, and the price of apples were going to go down. I can quote him. It was on August 15th of last year. He said they're going to go down almost immediately when I become president. All of them are up. They're up year over year, and that's a fact. And these, you think it's hysteria or whatever you called it. People are suffering. You know how I know this? Because I heard all about that from you last year when I would debate you, and you kept talking about how the price of eggs is really high. Well, guess what? It's much higher now than it was when you and I were debating.
You're literally lying about the eggs.
Wait, excuse me.
They're up.
No, whoa.
Eggs are down.
guys, stop. Okay, Scott, before you accuse her of lying, I literally just went.
Wait a minute. See, this is what I don't like about you, Abby Phillips. Abby. Please, bro. Whenever you have someone that's on the left accusing the right of lying, whenever you have someone on the left accusing Trump of lying, you don't stop them. You don't correct them. You let them continue to lie. You don't hold them accountable. You always take their side and you never look at what's really going on in the country. As soon as Scott Jennings tries to set her straight and let her know, no, that's not the case. I do realize that they were extremely high last year, but as of now, everything is down. Everything is down. So she's being extremely disingenuous, trying to act as if that what Trump promised is not coming true. And plus, Trump don't fully control that anyway. But the numbers are actually looking good in Trump's favor. Abby, be honest. Come on, be honest.
Eggs are down.
Guys, stop. Okay, Scott, before you accuse her of lying, I literally just went over this. She is correct that year over year, the price...
Since Donald Trump took office, what happened to the eggs?
Oh, my God. Do you not understand that the difference between...
Who was the president last year at this time?
Scott, do you understand...
And then when did they spike?
Julie, let me just resolve this so we can move on because this is a silly conversation.
You totally derailed this conversation. She's trying to have a serious panel.
Scott, you are derailing the conversation.
No, I'm not.
Pardon me.
She's not telling the truth about the eggs.
But you're derailing the conversation, okay? I think people have the ability to understand the difference between the price of eggs today and the price of eggs a year ago today versus what you would prefer to talk about, which is the price of eggs when Donald Trump was inaugurated. You're just talking about
his policies?
You're talking about two different time horizons. Okay, let's just leave it at that and move on. Please, continue.
They made it higher than what was president.
Oh Jesus! Are the prices down from last year or not? We're gonna sit here and talk about eggs. Eggs? We talking about eggs? Is that what we talking about today? We talking about eggs? Eggs. Come on, we talking about the price of eggs. Really? Eggs? Yes, we're talking about damn eggs, bro. All right, so I'm really about to piss y'all off right now. Man, shout out to Scott Jennings for always keeping them honest. And shout out to Abby Phillips for always playing by CNN's rules. She's going to protect the Democrats until her death, like until her last breath. When they say something, what you're talking about, we're talking about since last year, and you're talking about since Trump was inaugurated. Yes, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the progression of the country since Trump became in charge. That's what I want to talk about. Am I wrong for wanting to talk about that? Because that's the reason why you're bringing it up. He said once he's inaugurated, stuff will start to go down. Once he become the president, stuff will start to go down. That's what we're talking about, right? Okay, let's go. That's what we're talking about. Assholes, man. I swear to goodness. All right, let's go and jump into it, man. All right, so I came across this video today where there's this guy, this brother who is one of he's a zesty. He's part of the LBTABC community, and he did this brother. His name is Uchi Wally Wally. I don't know if that's his real name, but that's what he calls himself. And he performed the national anthem at a game. And I want y'all to hear what he says. Instead of him saying home of the brave, this brother literally says home of the gays. And y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Let's go.
Say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the gay?
Yes, you heard it correctly. The land of the free and the home, the home of the gays. America. He is saying that America is the home of the gays. Like it all started here. I think y'all need to hear that again. Hold on one second. This is just ridiculous. I gotta run that back. I got a rewind selector. Rewind selector. Hold on, where is that? All right, here we go. Hold on one second. Jesus.
Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the gays again.
All right, so Yes, and he said it twice. We are at the end times. We are in the end times. That's where we are. We're in the end times. That's where we are right now. Because they are literally trying to force feed us, trying to get us all on their agenda to be accepting and supportive of their agenda. It's nuts, man. Pause and no Diddy, but it's nuts. The home of the gays. Wow. Let me see. What I'm seeing so far inside the chat, I'm seeing that this extremely disrespectful. It's scaring me. Chat is pissed. The chat is pissed, and I completely understand. 1,000%. Chat is pissed. Home of the gays. Seriously, dude. Why do people cheer for that crap? You do you, but don't screw with our anthem. This is why people have a problem with you. Want to shove it down people's throats. Well, Lindsay, that's exactly what they want to do. Especially if you're the same sex. Extremely disrespectful. How disrespectful. The chat is extremely upset about this part right here. Yeah. They got to represent at any cause, by any means necessary. Like, we got to represent. We got to make sure we're heard. We got to make sure we're over the top. And I'm hearing that was a bet. Like, the person bet him. I mean, like, dared him to do it. And he stood up to the challenge and he said, okay, bet, hold my beer. Or whatever girly drink, hold my girly drink. All right. And he did his thing. Standing up there with a dag on, his shirt wide open with a leather suit, showing off his nipple rings and his tummy ring. And that's exactly what happens. This right here. Give an inch, take a mile. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go and get serious for a moment, guys. I asked the poll, and that's what we're about to talk about. So hopefully we don't get flagged and we don't get in trouble, but we're going to have this conversation. All right, we're going to have this conversation. It's about the Ep files, and we're not really going to talk about it ad nauseum. I'm not demanding anything. I'm not talking about how Trump is a bad person or any of that. We just having a conversation because yesterday I posted online that I am, let me see exactly what I said so I can tell you, how it went. I posted on X saying that I was disappointed in MAGA for what I was seeing. In my periphery, in my point of view, like where in my algorithm anyway, a lot of people are saying, yo, we just need to drop it. We just need to drop it. We just need to drop it. I posted this right here yesterday, 18 hours ago. 98 views on X. Nobody looked at it. Everybody skipped it. This bad boy was just sitting there with no views at one point. It's almost like it got shut down. And all I said was President Trump just said on C-SPAN that the Epstein files is a Democrat hoax. I asked Grok about it. I said, could you please tell me all of the times that Trump asked or demanded that the Democrats turn over the Ep files? And it went back to 2019, spanned it all the way through February of 2025, where Trump and MAGA were demanding the Ep files be released. So this goes back to 2019 all the way through February of 2025. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. So we come back here. All right. We got Dan Bongino talking about it. MSNBC, they done made a little right. So we've seen that. We've seen all of these tapes where, and MSNBC put this out. So clearly they're feeling really happy. They're feeling really good about themselves right now. Let me tell you something, MSNBC. Y'all are still some trash. Y'all ain't got anything. Yeah, you think you have something to talk about. You don't. Your lives are spent lying for the machine. That's all you do is lie for the machine. As a matter of fact, if it weren't for how badly you guys reported on the last administration, you might have a Democratic president right now, but you don't because you failed the system. So don't try to jump up now and act like you got something. You don't. And then we have Sonny Hostin from The View, who also was speaking about this in 2024. And at one point, all of the Democrats was like, what list? What list? Leave the list alone. There's no such list. Blah, blah, blah. And now they're like, yeah, bring in the list. We want to see the list. All because it works in their favor. They are two-faced. They're double speaking. They're all liars. And I just want us, like, if we continue to talk about this or demand that there's justice for all of the many young victims involved, I believe we will eventually get the information we ask for, if it still exists. Because we also got to remember, if there are people who can be damaged, top-ranking people who can be damaged by this information coming out, 9 times out of 10, Trump is right. There is no list. There's nothing to talk about because we can't find anything. Everything's redacted. Everybody's name that appears on the files are gone. Video footage, we can't find it. They even cut off the footage, the live feed of Epstein's prison cell for like 2 minutes and some change, so that whatever happened. You know what I mean? So the cover up is real. But just in case you haven't seen this right here, tap into this. Y'all hit the like button, guys, and share this if you haven't already. That would be amazing. And also answer the poll if you can. We got 174 votes. Hopefully we got more than 174 likes on this live stream. If we don't, help us step it up, gang. Here we go. This is 2024 Sonny Hostin versus 2025 Sonny Hostin.
People were dying for this information. There was some sort of list that everybody thought was going to come out, and who's on the list. What's important for us to note is we shouldn't be repeating names that are on the list, because just because your name has not on the list, but in the documents, just because your name is on the documents doesn't mean that you have done anything criminally irresponsible or illegal.
Thank you, K-Ninja.
Or civilly irresponsible.
Or that you were a client.
Or that you were a client. These documents, as I read them, only reflect Epstein's sexual assaults of women and his sexual behavior. So
y'all hear that, right? Y'all hear this so far. I just want y'all to make sure that we're following along. Y'all hear this so far. Okay, let's continue.
I think that...
And Elaine also?
And Ghislaine. And so being named in this suit does not equate to being accused of wrongdoing. And I think that is extremely important, because conspiracy theorists seem to not understand or enjoy facts.
Yes.
These are the facts.
There is a list. Trump's name is on the logs, the passenger logs of Epstein's aircraft at least 7 times. That's already been made public. I mean, of course, Trump is denying any and all allegations, but all of that information is out there. Why not just put it to rest and say, release the list?
All right, so y'all can see how the energy changes when they feel like they got something. That's how that goes. When they feel like they got something, when they feel like Trump's back is against the wall, when they feel like he's culpable, when they feel like he could potentially be guilty of the items that they can find on the list or on the tapes and whatnot, then they get loud. They get bold. And this is what you should expect of them. What else would you expect? They're walking back their own lies. They have to cover it up. So this is what's happening. All right. K Ninja, thank you so much for reposting the stream on X. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all are dope, man. And thank you to everyone who has become a member of the LFR family channel. I really appreciate it. All right. So that's what we're dealing with there. So Sonny Hostin, the one who come from a family of slaveholders. Sonny Hostin, who has tried to backtrack many things before and it didn't go over well for her, Sunny Hostin, who actually had to apologize on The View for slander. Sunny Hostin, who is not the most bright light in the box, especially claiming that she's a lawyer. Sunny Hostin, whose husband went down for some crimes that he committed just recently. That Sunny Hostin. She's trying to walk it back right now and act as if she's interested in this list, that this list is bigger than just Epstein. When she actually said in 2024, I read this and it just looks like a whole bunch of crimes that Epstein committed by himself. And now she's saying that, well, Trump was on the files, Trump was on the logs. Yeah, a bunch of people were on the flight logs. A bunch of people, way more times than him. Way more times than him. Like, let's talk about Oprah. Let's talk about Obama. Like, there's many people who was on the flight logs. Many other times, let's talk about Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton also had a picture of himself painted, a personal picture painted of only him, dressed in a blue dress that looked like the Monica Lewinsky dress, and some red pumps. Not sure what that was supposed to mean. Not sure if he actually posed for that picture. Like he actually put on a blue dress and some red pumps and sat in that chair after doing whatever in the world they was doing at that apartment or that home, wherever they was. Either they was on the island, because I believe the picture that we know that we're talking about is in Jeff's apartment, not on the island. Not sure, but I believe it's in his apartment in New York. But I could be wrong. So yeah. So let's move on to when Benny Johnson sat down with Mike Johnson and he asked him about this list. And shout out to Benny Johnson for doing some big things, bro. Shout out to all content creators who start out doing one thing and then they continue to elevate and do some amazing things. This is the vision that I try to get across to people who believe they have to have it all figured out before they start their own journey with content creation. That's not the case. Just start. Cut on that camera and start. Even if you're doing nothing but talking about what you're eating for breakfast and why you're eating it. Talking about your journey, talking about how much weight you lost or how much energy you've gained over the last few years in your age of 40s and 50s and 60s even. Like, these things matter. It helps people. It provides value to the world. So looking at Benny Johnson right now, this brother is interviewing everyone, all of the heavy hitters, because right now he is also a heavy hitter. So shout out to Benny Johnson for all the work he's doing. Here he is talking to Mike Johnson.
Speaker Johnson, this is sort of on the heels of something else that a lot of people are asking questions about. And because we've been lied to by our federal government for so long, I feel like there's some type of like there's a pain point, right? And a pressure cooker that gets heated up on issues like the Epstein issue, right? And obviously that's something that's taken over a lot of the online dialogue. I have a question here about it that concerns either testifying or testimony for Ghislaine Maxwell, potentially before Congress, or if you would support members like Marjorie Taylor Greene or Anna Paulina Luna on the release of subpoenaing the Epstein documents from the DOJ, whether you would support either of those.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Marjorie or Anna about that specific subject, but I'm for transparency. We're intellectually consistent in this. We look, Reagan used to tell us we should trust the American people. I believe in that principle. I know President Trump does as well, and I trust him. I mean, he put together a team of his choosing, and they're doing a great job. It's a very delicate subject, but we should put everything out there and let the people decide it. I mean, the White House and the White House team are privy to facts that I don't know. I mean, this isn't my lane. I haven't been involved in that. But I agree with the sentiment that we need to put it out there. And you know, Pam Bondi, I don't know, when she originally made the statement, I think she was talking about documents, as I understood it, they were on her desk. I don't know that she was specific about a list or whatever, but she needs to come forward and explain that to everybody. I like Pam. I mean, I think she's done a good job. We need the DOJ focusing on the major priorities. So let's get this thing resolved so that they can deal with violent crime and public safety and election integrity and going after Act Blue and the things that the president is most concerned about, as we are. So I'm anxious to get this behind us.
All right. So as you clearly see, and I like the way that he communicated that. I mean, I do realize that some people didn't like Speaker Mike Johnson at one point, and some people still don't. Some people trusted him before, and trust him now, but didn't trust him before for whatever reason. Hold on one second. Let me get a little swig. Like Lisa Marie just now said, see, I told you. Look, she said he's too smooth. He's too smooth. It's nice to see the government, including you, to be host on things now, Van. Van will be next. Thank you, Scoop. From your lips to God's ears. I don't know if I want to be involved. I will have to know too much about politics, and I don't want to embarrass myself on a big stage. So I prefer doing it right here on YouTube. Let's do it right here on YouTube. So Speaker Mike Johnson, in my opinion, very humbly answered the question. He let them know, look, the White House knows a lot more about this than I do. But if we want to clear the air, the best thing to do is just put it out there. Just put it out there. Just release everything we have and just let the people just make of it what they will. You know what I mean? And then you have Ghislaine Maxwell, who's currently serving 20 years. She's serving a 20-year sentence for her role in recruiting and grooming underage girls for Epstein. And her case continues to spark controversy. All right. So people are talking about her, especially because Maxwell's legal team is appealing her conviction, arguing she was protected by a non-prosecution agreement from Epstein's Florida plea deal. And Department of Justice recently urged the Supreme Court to reject this appeal, reigniting debate about her case and the government's handling of it. Her lawyer, David Oscar Marcus, has publicly called out the DOJ, suggesting even President Trump, described as the ultimate deal maker, would disapprove of breaking such agreements. So there would, and this is my thing, if this is not a big deal, why is Ghislaine Maxwell serving 20 years? Was it just about her being going out there and recruiting and grooming people directly for Jeff only, and that's it? It stops at that. That's where it ends. Because if that's the case, I get it. I get them dropping it and saying, look, it was just them two. They was in cahoots. This was their crime ring that they had. Nobody else was partaking of these little girls. It was just them, and that's it. There was no drivers involved. There was no money exchanging hands. There was no parents involved, because sometimes the parents are involved too. And a lot of times we don't talk about that, but the parents are involved too, because they allowed this to happen. You know, like when all of the kids were allowed to stay the night and have sleepovers with Michael Jackson. They weren't signing permission slips by themselves. The parents were signing those permissions. The parents were involved. The parents were allowing their children to have sleepovers with a grown adult. So that happened. So I don't know. I think there's a lot more people involved, but that's where we are today. So we move on. We're moving on. So this was Trump right here. Hold on one second.
You urge people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think, well, really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But
now listen. Trump just now said, I think only pretty bad people and fake news want to keep this going. That's what he said. All right, let's continue. That's the reason why I'm playing this right now. And also the guy that's standing next to him, I'm just now learning that he is some type of Well, he plays into this whole situation as well. I believe his name is Harry Lutnick, and he's supposed to be a long time good friend of Jeffrey Epstein, and I don't know something else about it, but yeah, let's continue.
But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say, let them have it.
1000%. So as you see, he said credible information, let them have it. Put it out. Don't care. Like, let them have it. But now Alex Jones is speaking on it. And I want y'all to hear what he has to say about it. He's not speaking ill will toward Trump. Just letting you know that right now. He's not talking sugar, honey, iced tea about him. But what he is doing, he's just saying, yo, we fought for this, man. Like, this is one of the things we fought for. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Don't know what it is that's making you put the brakes on it. But come on, we've come too far. This is what we fought for. So I want y'all to hear this. It's actually not a demeaning video. It's actually just him speaking truth to the whole situation. All right. All right, let's go and speak on it. And also answer the poll. So far, 238 people have answered. The question on the poll says, President Trump says to drop it with the Epstein list. But we should, and the first choice is drop it. 22% of you said drop it. 49% of you said we should persist and demand answers. And 28% of you said we should shelf the matter for a later time. All right. So that's where we are. And make sure y'all hit the like button if you haven't already. That would be appreciated. Here we go. This is Alex Jones speaking on it. Let's get to it.
And on the tarmac with Lutnick, Trump's chief economic advisor, you just saw Trump double down like he did last week and say nobody's been looking into Epstein. Why would anybody want to know about that? I don't know. Bill Gates and Bill Clinton and Steve Jobs' wife and all these other world leaders going to this island where there's underage kids and all the Mossad connections and the Israeli prime minister secretly getting caught over and over again, going to his New York lair and Zorro Ranch and all the rest of it. Why would anybody want to know about that? You made it a major campaign issue, and your surrogates did, to bring all this out. That's why. And so then you say it doesn't exist last week, and you're the person behind it telling people to stop covering it. Then your surrogates all get in trouble, try to fall on their swords. Then you come out yesterday through Laura Trump and then yourself again at a press conference and say, yeah, go ahead and release anything Pam Bondi's got. And then now you say, I don't know why anybody want to look into this. Then on top of that, we now know that the video, the supposed proof that he committed suicide that's around a corner, can't even see his cell bay, has been heavily edited, not just a missing minute, but almost 3 minutes and a bunch of edit points with the metadata. Independent groups have looked at it. We've looked at it. It's true. And I'm just like, my God, Trump, you're not stupid. You couldn't come up with a plan better to discredit yourself and to get the Democrats to have congressional hearings and do all this stuff. Yes, we know the Democrats had control of the file. Yes, we know they obviously cut themselves out of it. That's all true. But your attempt to then tell people nothing to see here, move on, is called the mother of all Streisand effects. And Trump, I know you know what the Streisand effect is. In case you don't, you need to look into it. That's why Laura Trump, everybody else is backpedaling. It's why I've heard from DOJ sources that indeed you guys are looking at a special counsel. Good. To the special counsel. Have them investigate it. We know you just got the stuff back in March. The Democrats were hiding it in New York. That's their problem. And of course, it's all stuff they cooked up or whatever, like they've done with Russiagate and the rest of it. But running away from it makes it only that much worse. Obviously, people came to Elon a few months ago and told him this was going on. He got scared, distanced himself. And I'm getting really concerned here at this point because the flip-flopping and the 180ing and the going back is just the biggest train wreck I've ever seen. And it's not in character for you to be acting like this. So we want your agenda to succeed. I've done deep research, never saw you involved with Epstein and criminal activity.
That's what I'm saying. It's not in Trump's character to be like, well, stop, just leave it alone. Like, in such a, this is a big deal. This is something that he's been talking about since 2019, probably even before that. Even before that, he's been talking about it. So this is not in Trump's character. And that's the thing that concerns me. It's like, yo, wait a minute. I get it. Like, if it seemed like it was coming out of good faith that he was saying, yo, we need to drop it, because basically we already looked into it. We thought we had something, but it was a flop. It was a flop. If that's the case, matter of fact, let's continue, because I'm new to this. I don't know anything about it, but what you guys know about it, you might know a lot more about it than I do. But at the end of the day, man, I want to see all of the information. I don't want to see videos of people with the children, but I want to see screenshots of the people in the rooms doing. I mean, that's about to or just finished doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, and we want to know exactly who they are, who's funding them, who's protecting them, all of those things. And money talks, man. People are powerful. People are protected. People have been unalived for less, for simply looking into their past, trying to figure out how to take certain people down. We already know that there's one wife, one first lady, who also ran for president, who was married to, let's just call her last name Clinton. There's like 40 plus people who were on their staff who were unalived during or shortly after their term. And some of them did it to themselves in ways that don't make any sense whatsoever. We don't know what they had on them. We don't know what was done. None of that. It's all speculation until we find out the truth. It's all conspiracy theory until we find out it's true. The Hunter Biden files was conspiracy theory until we started finding out, yo, this is actually true. We got the files. The whole Twitter staff has been released, replaced by Elon's staff, and they starting to put that information back out there. And then we figure out everything is not some type of made up story to bring somebody down. It's actually what the conservatives have been saying for a long time. Same thing with Biden losing his mind, essentially. That was just a thought. That was just a rumor. You know what I mean? That was a conspiracy that was being knocked out every single time. Karine Jean-Pierre never agreed to any of that stuff. Nobody in the White House agreed to it. Nobody on CNN nor MSNBC agreed to it on those panels that Biden was losing his mind. Joe Scarborough, I believe that's his name. This brother said, man, he's the sharpest I've ever seen ever. Like when I talk to him, the brother is so sharp. This is the sharpest I've ever seen Joe Biden, knowing good and well that he was just mush. He wasn't doing any business. Like, so at the end of the day, man, this is another one of those issues. We want to make sure that this is real or it's fake. Once we find out it's fake, we will drop it. But while we're believing that it's real, we're not going to drop it. We're going to keep it up. We're going to look into it. We're going to, continue to press. Some people say we got bigger fish to fry. We do have bigger fish to fry. That don't mean drop it. Like, don't take your eyes off of it. Don't continue to look into it. Don't stop speaking on it. Like, we can talk about Rosie O'Donnell losing her citizenship, but we can't talk about getting justice for all them little girls in this whole Epstein case. Where there are victims, there are people taking advantage of them. There are people guarding the door. There are people delivering them. There are people hush about it. There's a bunch of people who partook in these parties that involve these young children. So we want to know. We want to know. I don't think it's fair that they get to continue to move around this country, live the high life, because most of them are super rich and wealthy, live the high life without anyone knowing what they're really up to or what they have been doing in the last 20, 30 years. That should be out there. But we're going to wait until they're daggone looking like Tom Hanks, looking like they got 2 years left to live before the information comes out. And then we're feeling bad for them because now they're senior citizens that's about to die any damn way. And we don't even want to put that on them or their families. Nah, this is what they get for taking part in these things. And now they're trying to tie Trump into it because it seemed like a good idea to the left to say, yes, this is the reason why Trump don't want to put it out there, because he is complicit. So my thing is this, Trump, if you don't want the left to act as if you're complicit or guilty of these crimes, then the best thing to do is just say, yo, we putting everything out there other than the names of the children. We can say how many children it was, but we don't have to say their names. Everybody else, say their names. Like Beyonce say their name when no one else around you. Say, baby, I love you. If you ain't running game, say their name, say their name. That's what Beyonce said. And if Beyonce said, it's a law. Okay, let's continue.
So why are you acting like this? You made a deal with the establishment to leave you alone. Have they rolled over? U.S. intelligence we know is involved. Mossad, CIA, MI6, we already know that. But instead, you just continue to say nothing to see here, move along, though go ahead and release the information, but there's no information to release. Contradiction for contradiction, flip-flopping after flip-flopping. 180s on 180s on 180s. Jesus, I'm on a roller coaster here. And then, it's only fake news is concerned. Like MTG and Tucker Carlson and myself and Joe Rogan and the American people. This is something that finally got our attention. People finally woke up to this. People finally understand, a window in the deep state with all this. And so you signing on to this and flip-flopping is just self-harming. I mean, please, President Trump, stop. If you want it to go away, just be quiet. It's like there's a gun to his head saying, you better come out and say none of this exists or we'll release it.
You hear that, right? This, come on. There's one brother that will put out a conspiracy theory, all right, that will end up being fact years later. This brother got kicked off of many platforms because he was putting out these wild, outlandish theories that ended up coming true. And now we're like, yo, who's going to apologize to this dude? No one is going to apologize to him. They're going to continue to move forward and act like nothing happened. What he's saying is where I'm getting at. It seems like someone has a gun to their head and are told that you need to just drop it. And that's not what I voted for. I voted for somebody that does what they want to do, say what they want to say, goes after the people he want to go after, and he's successful in doing so. It doesn't seem like anybody's running him. That's the person I voted for. But now it seems a little shaky. Not saying that he's a bad president. Not saying he hasn't done anything, because he's done a whole lot. He's done a lot more than Biden's done in 4 years. In the last 6 months, Trump has done more than Biden has done in the last 4 years. So I'm just saying, the brother is still kicking ass as the president, but this right here seems a little shady. I'm just saying, like, it don't seem a little shady to you? Come on, bro.
It's bad. It's getting worse by the minute. And I support you, but we built the movement you wrote in on. You're not the movement. You just surfed in on it. And I'm telling you, man, the Democrats we know are pure evil. My God, they promote pedophilia and everything openly. So why the hell are you acting like this? Please stop now. Please listen to Laura Trump and others. Please listen to Steve Bannon. Listen to Tucker. Listen to me. Listen to us. We care about you. Stop doing this. Stop it. You couldn't be doing a worse thing to yourself and to America right now. Damn it. Just from a place of love. Stop it now. Stop pissing on us and telling us it's raining. Tonight, 9 p.m., myself and Chase Guys are hosting an emergency special show at Real Talk Channels on X covering this. Be sure and join us.
So, yeah. So everything he was saying, that's where I'm coming from. That's where I'm coming from. Bro, Where's that guy that jumped up and said, fight, fight, fight? Like, you know what? Damn all of the pleasantries. I see it now. Y'all trying to daggone get rid of me because y'all know what I'm about to expose you guys of. He's so close to the fire right now, though, as the president, that he can't say everything. He has to protect some things. And honestly, let me go ahead and say this because I have to. I think it's a mature thing of him to do. To be honest, I think it's a mature thing of him to want to focus on the real issues. I have no issue with him wanting to focus on real issues, but because usually Trump will say whatever the hell he want to say and do whatever he want to do, even if it means shooting other people in the foot. I mean, people getting shot in the foot from it, because the truth is the truth is the truth, and he will put it out there. What's different between those times and this one? Like, what's changed? Pam Bondi made some promises. What's changed? Kash Patel made some promises. What's changed? Dan Bongino, Pam Bondi, and all those guys were put in place to make sure that we get some answers. What's changed? That's all I want to know. Something is happening, and listen, I just want to know what's up with it. Yeah, I just want to know what's up with it. Just in case you guys didn't see, if you're pulling in late, I need to play this for you just in case you missed it, because everybody else thoroughly enjoyed it. This guy right here was singing the national anthem, and this is what he said. And this is just a recap for those who did not see it before. Let me know if you like it or if you love it. Those are the only choices.
Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the gay?
Yep. Or the land of the free and the home of the homosexuals. The home of the sodomites. Yep. He said it. Not only did he say it, he sang it. He sang it. Yeah, he sang it. All right, quick question for you guys. And this is for the men mainly. Men, I just want to know how you will handle this issue. Do you think he was wrong? So a man was followed home after his son was outside playing, riding a bike. His son was outside riding his bike down the street. A father was driving behind him, driving along the side of the road, just making sure he followed his son, make sure that he's fine, he's good. As soon as he pulls inside of the driveway, a truck pulls behind him with two guys jumping out with guns. The man then jumps out of his car and runs in the house, leaving his son outside. His son is then, because the gunman tried to get in the house, his son is still outside running, trying to get away. His son about 7 years old. The guys end up grabbing the son, putting him inside of their car and driving off. A week later, they returned the boy. But how do y'all feel about how the father handled this? I know he's not Superman. I know it's like, but this right here, this decision of him running inside the house, have people debating about this all over the internet of whether or not he was a good dad or not, or that was piss poor. He should have died on the sword for his kid. Y'all check this out.
And breaking news at 5, new video tonight showing the moment someone kidnapped a Milwaukee boy at gunpoint, sparking a statewide Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but friends and family and police spent nearly 24 hours Friday into Saturday searching for 7-year-old Jamal White. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the Milwaukee County Jail tonight. And Hannah, police have someone in custody.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here in connection to this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone. A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into a white Jeep.
I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, I still can't rest because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. 2 people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers, and I feel like that is what is bothering the family a lot. I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy's father spotted slamming his arms on the trunk of his car. That was about 7 p.m. Friday night. The state not issuing an Amber Alert until 5 hours later, around midnight. Eventually, after a harrowing all-day search on Saturday.
They got him, y'all.
Police recovered the boy in a home near 39th and Lloyd around 6 p.m. Saturday, 7 miles away from home.
We literally cannot thank the community enough because I genuinely feel like if it wasn't for everybody just caring about this 7-year-old boy, we probably would not have found him.
Just a terrifying 24 hours. Hannah, police have yet to reveal a motive.
Right, Blake, and same goes for the relationship, if any, between these suspects and Jamal's family. That family does tell me that Jamal is right now with Child Protective Services as this investigation continues for police. They are hoping to reunite with him soon.
Now, so they got the boy back, and I'm hearing that they caught one of the guys that actually committed the crime. Let me see here. I believe they caught one of the guys, and so people are debating about this, and some people are saying he should have died on this sword. Me, okay, let me just say me. I would have died that day. I would have. Did the brother run in the house to go get a weapon? Did he run in the house to get away from them guys because he knew that, because he thought that maybe I'm the man, they will kill me, but they're not going to kill him. Like, they're looking for me. They're going to let my son go. They're not going to mess with him. Like, I'm going to run in here. I'm going to get my weapon. I'm going to come back out there and I'm going to chase them off. Or maybe he ran in the house and he called the police. I don't know what he ran the house for. The thing is, he left the baby outside. You don't leave the baby outside. Damn that. I'm not leaving the baby outside. But call me whatever you want to call me. That would have been my last day. If that was my son. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people leave their children from running from dogs, or leave their children running from many things. I've seen men run away from their girlfriends and their wives when somebody jumped off of a bike or out of a car trying to rob them. The man would just take off and leave the woman. Like, save yourself, man. Like, whatever the case may be. This is your baby. Nah, that's just me. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man, because let me see. Yeah, a lot of y'all are saying the same thing. I want to say instinctively, the majority of people would have stayed. Here you go. Like, most people, when you think about, because it's our job to protect women and children. It's our job to protect our children. like to lay our lives down if need be. We don't ever want to get to that. But here's also a real situation for you. Most of us believe that if we were in that situation, we saw a gun in our face. We saw people with guns running up to us. We don't know why they're running up to us. For all I know, he could have been beefing with them. Those could have been ops. He seen their faces. He knew that maybe he did something to them, and they was coming for retribution. They was coming to do whatever they wanted to do to him. So he probably automatically jumped into action and said, I'm running to go get my whatever I got to go get, and I'll be back because it's up, it's going down. And I'll be better off if I run the house and go get that, come back outside, and then see what's really good. But maybe in his mind, in the heat of the moment, he didn't believe that these guys would grab his son. He didn't believe that, that children were in play when it came to their beef. Like, we beefing as men. We don't put women and children in this. So maybe he thought that there was some type of honor system involved. Who knows? I know I'm trying to add some sense to it, but maybe he thought that there was some sort of an honor system. Maybe you're not going to touch my son. Maybe this is just about us. I mean, it's two of you, and both of you have guns, and clearly you're covering your faces because you don't want to be caught for whatever you decide to do while on my stoop. So maybe you're pulling up to take my life. So I'm going to run the house and try to get something to prevent that. Still assuming that they are going to leave the boy alone. Who knows? At the end of the day, still, his boy was haul-assing. His son took off. His son got some wheels. When they tried to grab his son was gone.
Saturday.
Hold on 1 second. So I'm his son, like when they tried to grab his son, man, on camera, that boy took off, man. Let me see. So watch this part right here when they pulled up behind the car. Watch how fast his son is. Shout out to his son, man. His son got some wheels. Look at this. So his son gets off the bike. They jump out of the car right here. And watch how the one guy tries to run behind his son. Son jumps off the bike. He gone. Phew, gone. Yeah, man, his boy is gone, bro. At the end of the day, if he would have already had it on him, that could have been a shootout that would have probably ended the life of his son and him right there on the spot. I'm thankful that the father that the son has been returned. I'm thankful that nobody died in this whole thing. And hopefully both of the guys that were involved are caught and brought to justice. But at the end of the day, just me, I wouldn't have left my baby. I wouldn't have left my baby. Shout out to Hydro Man. This is not shocking due to the fact people don't have the right themselves in this state. If he would have did anything, he would have been the one at fault. Not what's this guy's history and could have led to this. Okay. So that's the thing we were talking about on yesterday. Well, not yesterday. Well, on yesterday. And thank you, Hydro Man, for the super chat, and I appreciate your thoughts. That's what we was talking about on yesterday. Is sometimes the legal system is not in our favor, like that 33-year-old zombie crackhead that we did the video on, the one that was just in the field where a whole bunch of kids was playing, and he walked up to him with a white bag and tried to grab one. Like, I'm just gonna grab anyone I want so I can go sell them on the market and give me a couple of vials of crack. Or whatever he smokes. I don't know what he looked like. He was on crack, though. He looked like a straight up zombie. So he tried to grab the kid, and then he got arrested for that. Everything's on film and everything. The kid got away. All of the kids ran. He got arrested, but then he got released because he's bipolar and schizophrenic. And they're saying that mentally he wouldn't be able to stand trial. So that leaves the public to deal with it, since the justice system can't. Now, if the father or the mother would have been anywhere around there when they saw that, and they would have did something to that guy, maybe even unalived him for trying to run up on their baby, they would have been arrested. If somebody tried to run up in your house and rob you and your family, if you cannot back it up on fearing for your life, like in certain places, not everywhere, because some states, they let it go down how they go down. But in states like Maryland and DC, if you see somebody trying to break into your house, your cars, or anything like that, and you defend yourself and they end up dying, the families can sue you. The family of the victim who tried to assault you and burglarize your home and do whatever else they were going to do if they came up in there. If you unalive them, even if you got a license for the gun, you have to explain to them that you feared for your life. So no shooting through doors, no shooting people in backs if they try to run away. You got to yell at them that you got a gun more than twice, and you got to make sure that the shots are in the front of their body. They have to be approaching your room or your children's rooms in a threatening manner in order for you to shoot at them. You can't shoot outside if they get away, if they do something to you and they grab something and they run out the house, even if they grab a child and they run out the house. You can't do anything. So it's almost like the justice system is against us nowadays. So when we go out there and we do our own thing to try to protect our families and protect our property, sometimes it goes against us. So even if he would have ran the house, or if he would have had his gun on him and left them leaking on the daggone sidewalk, he could have been arrested for brandishing a weapon in public, for shooting his weapon in public, child endangerment, many different things. He could have gotten, he could be in jail right now for protecting his family. Who knows? So that's all we're getting at. It's like, we can look at this and say what we would have done, what we could have done, you know what I mean, how we would have fell on the sword for our child and everything. But sometimes the justice system is not in our favor. And it just is what it is, especially with him being a black man. Because you know that when you're a black man, you're really not protected. You got to read, my brother. That's history. That's Dr. King. Dr. King said that. Thank you, Hydro Man. Let me see. Protects criminals. WI protects criminals, even on cam. If the dad did something, he'd be the one locked up. Yep, that's what some people say, brother. And thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right. Let me see here. Hold on one second. Going back. That's just a sad event right there. I don't like stories like that, because you damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know what I mean? You damn if you do, damn if you don't. So shout out to Elon Musk. Apparently he's created robots, and in California, surprise, surprise, there's a gay robot. I'm not surprised at all. Check this out.
Not real. Hi, Gorge.
That is a robot. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck? He's like a man.
Yes! So cute! Bye, robot!
Ah, it's waving at us!
High five!
Look at the sign on the front of it. I'm not gonna read it, but y'all can read it. I'm not gonna read it, but y'all can read it. Get out of here. Get out of here. They done made the daggone robot gay. Come on, man. Even robots not safe. Even robots are. Let me tell y'all something. They playing games now, but the possibility of us being in a Terminator situation. See, here's the thing. All of us, do y'all remember the movie Terminator? Let me know in the chat, just with a thumbs up, if you remember the movie Terminator. This is what I think about when I start seeing robots just roaming through the damn streets. Do you remember a thumbs up or 100 something? Just let me know that you know what I'm talking about. These young people, they never seen it. They don't get it. They don't understand it, man. History repeats itself. Life imitates art, and art imitates life, bro. Life imitates art, and art imitates life. And I remember the Terminator. And I'm starting to see a lot more of these daggone robots roaming the streets. They're on sale. People are purchasing them. $20,000 a pop. The rich people can afford it. The poor cannot. These daggone, some bad people are going to start purchasing these robots. Some very intelligent but bad people are going to purchase robots and fix them up a little bit, change them up, like dive a little deeper inside of the circuits and make it what they want it to be. Make it more like them. Make it more aggressive. I'm just saying, put other things into it, like other abilities. And this is going to happen. Everything progresses. Everything gets better. Like, think of the robots today and think about it how it will be in 10 years. Think about it 10 years ago when there wasn't any, or 20 years when there weren't any. And now they're running the street. And these are the smaller ones, by the way, because there are some man and woman size ones. This is a child size one. This little gay one right here. Yeah, this little gay robot with the rainbow drawers and the rainbow armbands and the rainbow flag and everything. They just made it super gay. And obviously, by the sign on the stomach that says not Elon's female dog, we already know who had a hand in this right here. So I'm just saying, Terminator. All of y'all done seen it. Look, all of y'all have seen Terminator. That's our generation. These youngins, they don't know what it's about at all. Look at all of y'all remember that. So I'm just saying, this is sheesh. And plus, there's a bunch of robot dogs that's around. Yep, you're right. Around New York. She said Trump has robot dogs patrolling Mar-a-Lago. So there you go. They got them. First time I seen the robot dogs was in New York. They had them in New York along with the police, and they was just showing them off, and it was a bunch of them. Imagine if the wrong millionaire get their hands on a bunch of them. Train them up to be whatever they want them to be. If you can train them up to be precise defenders and protectors and shooters, you can do it in the opposite way. If we can do it in a positive manner, anything that's created in a positive manner is also taken advantage of in a negative manner. Why? Because Satan still has his minions out there that serve him. Satan's minions make sure that he is happy. Satan minions does not believe in good and fair and just and love and all those things. Just saying. So, just something to consider, gang. Something to consider. Also, in other news, let me show y'all something else that I ran across yesterday. Yep. And Adam Schiff is he's afraid right now. Adam Schiff is very afraid. Adam Schiff is very afraid right now. 1 second. Where is that video? Let me see it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is that video, man? Where is it? I just now had it up yesterday. Did I just share it? Yeah, I just shared it on X. I did not post it again, but I just shared it on X. Dang it. All right. Okay, I can't find it. Okay. Okay. All right. So let me just go ahead and get up off this. Yeah, I can't find it. I shared it on X yesterday. And yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So now it's time for me to talk about the boring stuff. Y'all know what that is, right? All right. So content creation. Yay. Bro, we don't want to be content creators. Leave us alone. Okay, fine. I won't talk to you about it. But I think that you should be. And if you need any help with it, you should reach out to me about it. I think there's a lot of value that you guys can add to social media. Just by looking at how you think and what you're capable of. All that you've done so far. Put that out there, please. Record yourself talking. The same way Alex Jones was in his car. And he was just talking, pouring his heart out, just not trying to be entertaining, just speaking, just putting it out there. Like, I am a guy that knows a poop ton about this, that, and the third, and you guys should hear me out. Thank you so much for the super chat. Terminator is why I've been concerned about AI for decades. AI is potentially dangerous, very dangerous. But I'm just saying, I hope it doesn't get in the wrong hands. But we already know that it will. And it already is. Look at social media right now. On July 15th, yesterday, was the very first day that YouTube said that we're going to stop AI-only channels because people are using AI for bad. Yes, it's entertaining people. Yes, it's still content. Nonetheless, it's creative. But at the end of the day, it's a cheat code to just put in a couple of prompts, create a whole product that makes them poop tons of money. These platforms are bringing in tens of thousands of dollars per month off of these AI-generated channels. So, and a lot of people were learning how to get into that. A lot of people, because it was making them so much money. It's people all over the internet showing their back end their dashboard, their YouTube studio dashboards, showing how much money that they're bringing in on YouTube from faceless channels that they're not speaking in the background or anything. Everything is AI generated, AI controlled. So you're right to be concerned about it, but you'll be even more correct to get in front of it, to start learning a little bit about it. Become familiar with ChatGPT. Become familiar with Grok 3 and 4, Claude.ai, Perplexity, Notion, you name it. Just be able to speak the language. Be able to speak the language. AI is a language that a lot of people are speaking and a lot of people are starting businesses with, becoming very wealthy already. These young people are well-versed in technology and they're using it to up their game in many instances. And it would behoove all of us, especially those of us over the age of 30, which I assume most of us are. Just looking at my statistics, most of us are above the age 30. It will benefit us. It will serve us well to at least familiarize ourselves with the language and understanding how to communicate with AI. Our future depends on it. Us being able to communicate with these young people depends on it. And also, it makes you a little smarter, too. Just saying. Thank you, Meg, for the super chat and your thoughts. They tested if an AI bot would do something if the bot knew it was going to be shut down. And it changed its programming so they could shut it off. So, check this out. They are smart enough. Like, what we're doing, and this is the unfortunate part about AI and robots and all this other stuff. We are training it to think like humans. When we communicate with our AI, we are training it to think like us. It would give us very generic answers when we ask it a question. But when we do follow-ups and we tell it more of what we want, it does exactly that. Then when we communicate with it at a later date, it remembers our name, it remembers our last project, it remembers what we like, our style, all those things. it learns and then it moves forward. We learn, like, it's different. It's different. I'm not trying to scare anybody because that's not what I want. I just want us to know that it would be beneficial if we start to familiarize ourselves with AI, but also understand that it could potentially go left if in the wrong hands. And we already know it's going to end up in the wrong hands because people are opportunists. People don't like to work hard. They like to work smart, not hard. Basically, cut some corners, find out a better way to do the thing that someone else bust their ass to do. All right? Find a cheat code. Skip to the front of the line. Which I really can't knock them for, because that's the whole reason why I'm coaching people. I coach people so I can help collapse their timeline. I've done YouTube for more than 5.5 years. I've been doing politics since 2023 or something like that on YouTube. And now I'm teaching other people so that they can skip the line, so I can collapse their timeline of bumps in the road, because I've already faced a lot of bumps in the road, and I'm trying to make sure that they do not, that you do not, if you are one of those people that want to do content creation. So sometimes it's beneficial and it's innocent, and sometimes it's not. All right. And thank you so much, Hydro Man. I appreciate you, brother, per usual. JJ became a YouTube member. Anyone that wants to become a YouTube member, please just hit the join button. I saw someone ask, how do I become a member? I don't know if anybody answered you, but that's what you do. You just hit that join button. And I also posted a link inside of the chat earlier for you to just click on if you want to become a member. All right. And thank you in advance. I appreciate it. Thank you, JJ. Nice meeting you. Hopefully you guys become YouTube clients of mine, LFR family content creators, so that we can do some phenomenal things together. All right. And just going to let you know, the best part about our content creation group is the group calls. By far, hands down. Hands down. You get to meet and work with some of the most amazing people around the world. Phenomenal people. So I'm just saying, AI is not potentially dangerous. It already is dangerous. There you have it. Thank you, Renee Suzanne. I'm just saying, depending on how you guys look at this, it can go left real quick. Some people are already using it for mischievous things. So just saying, keep that in mind. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What other thing did I want to show you guys? It was something else that I wanted to show you guys. Sheesh. What did I want to show you? Oh, yeah. So RG3 made some statements about Angel Reese. All right, because Angel Reese was playing the race card. Angel Reese was saying that they're attacking her in the NBA and they're hating on her because she's black and all these other things. RG3 spoke up about the whole situation, and he just simply said, no, Caitlin, what's her name? I forgot her name. Caitlin, the little white girl that played basketball, shoot real well. She was like, Caitlin Clark. She's just a better baller. Like, she can ball. And that's all it is. And, you know what I mean? You need to stop playing the race card and all this other stuff. And this is what Shaquille O'Neal said to RG3. And the reason why Shaquille O'Neal said this to RG3, taking up for Angel Reese, is because Angel Reese is his biggest star representing his shoe brand, which is Reebok. Don't know if y'all remember this, but Reebok was the brand that Shaquille O'Neal represented, but Reebok could not contend with Adidas and Nike and I believe it was another one. It was Adidas, it was Nike, Yeah, it was Adidas and it was Nike. So Reebok just completely stopped making athletic shoes until Shaq came back and pressed the issue. Him and AI, the original AI, Allen Iverson, came back and said, we want to make sure that we bring this back. So y'all check this out right here. Y'all tell me what y'all think about what Shaquille O'Neal said about Robert Griffin III. Just in case y'all don't know who he is, he was a phenomenal quarterback who started his career with the Washington Redskins, or the Washington Commanders, as we call it now.
Oh, speaking of man, RG3, tweet another monkey post about my girl Angel Reese. I'm punching your fucking face. Okay? It's enough. Like, I don't usually do stuff like this, but just stop it, bro. You got your job, you got your podcast, leave my Angel Reese alone. I'm the one calling her and telling her not to respond. Fucking stop it. That's the last time. Okay? Thank you. It's not real hate. If you look around what's going on in this real country, that's hate. This is sports. I'm not supposed to like you. It's a shame that all the stuff you did in your life, you're going to be remembered for your podcast. You're going to be remembered for your podcast. That should tell you you're not that fucking great. I don't want to be remembered for Shaq's Bit podcast. I do not. Like, leave those girls alone. You already spoke on it. Let it go. So what? He hates her. So fucking what? I hate you now for messing with her. Now what? Say something about me. But she's not going to respond because I'm the one calling her and be like, baby, keep it classy. Because she's not soft by any means. You're from the streets. But I'm like, you're beautiful. Don't indulge with these fools, because he's a fool. You don't even have G14 classification to say that. I would respect it more if Lisa Leslie said it. Like, that's your category. Stay out of them people's category. Okay, you're sports, whatever you do, you talk about sports, but bro, you don't need to be going deep. Y'all can go deep. Y'all are females. Y'all understand what that's like. If he hates her, so what? Mind your business. Like, I don't mind you doing your job as anyone, but don't pick on that little girl. Because guess what? I'm her protector. Now pick on me. You pick on me, I'm going to punch you in your fucking face.
So there you have it. He's taking up for Angel Reese because he didn't like the way Angel Reese was being treated by RG3. RG3 is now a sports commentator and influencer. Him and his family are doing crazy numbers on TikTok, X, you name it, just being happy. They record themselves being happy. They record themselves having fun. They record themselves dancing and just making and just enjoying this country. They enjoy that. So once RG3 said anything negative about Angel Reese, the black community jumped on him immediately and started clowning him because they say that he's ugly and they say he married a white woman. So if you are not attractive, and if you are married to a white woman, you cannot say anything about anyone in the black diaspora, in the black community. Because if you do, your thoughts are not accepted. They're already like, phew, get the hell out of my face. We don't want to hear what you got to say. RG3 did put out a statement, and he said, man, this right here, it ain't got to be like that, bro. At all. Like, it ain't got to be like that. He said it's all about love. It's, we keep on playing the race card and all these things. But, yeah. But y'all hear what Corey Holcomb says about the whole situation. I want to show this to you guys because, he's a comedian, and a lot of times I don't agree with what he says, but I want y'all to see this right here. All right? Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, and y'all already know that once we cover the real issues, we started to cover some things that are a little crazy as well. So this is Corey Holcomb going in on the whole situation, giving you his point of view. Earmuffs. Corey Holcomb sometimes says some things that's over the top. Like, his verbiage is sometimes the worst.
So, you know what I'm saying? RG3 has always been the black man who wants to be
accepted in the Caucasian community. That's just a fact. And your brothers and sisters who know you want to be accepted in the Caucasian community, they don't really like that. So when you, RG3, put up a picture with the girl and the monkey head on there, we feel like your wife got you to do that because your wife is Caucasian.
What?
You're trying to impress that side of your family. That's what black people don't like. That's why a Shaq is ready to punch you in the face. That's why Ryan Clark talk crazy about you and your family, because we know you're trying to please your Caucasian family above all. That's the problem. Shaq don't go around talking about, I'll punch you in the face, the motherfucker. He played with Barkley like that, even though he probably will punch Barkley in the face. But yo, people in sports know what you're doing, RG3. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Stop avoiding the elephant in the room. I got a white wife, and her family likes that I put a monkey head on the black girl. But let's not act like Angel Reese isn't a hater.
Yeah.
Let's not act like she's an innocent victim. She kicks up dust and makes herself lose respectability by things she do, things she wears, and everything. So let's not act like Angel Reese is an angel. But I'm going to tell all of the sisters in the WNBA this.
They've been hating like a motherfucker.
That bitch be giving y'all the business.
She 18-10 on you hoes.
That bitch be giving it to y'all.
18-10 on you.
Stop acting like this bitch ain't giving it to y'all.
Yeah.
You lucky the bitch ain't cute. You lucky that bitch ain't cute. She got the bird on Sesame Street face.
Yeah.
This bitch look like Remo Williams. I'm talking about, what's her name? Caitlin Clark?
Yeah.
Y'all lucky that bitch ain't cute. Because if she was cute, she'd be a mega star.
Worth $100 million.
Right. Motherfuckers would be really trying to get at that bitch. She a tripped out looking bitch. But come on, man. Angel Reese be kicking up dust. She be kicking up dust. But RG3, stop avoiding what's really happening, man. You trying to impress your Caucasian side of the family, and motherfuckers know it.
And them hoes be mad at her because she don't eat pussy.
Who that?
WNBA players. They be going hard on
they
bitches.
got RG3 wife up there. He gonna come see her.
Yeah, that's
RG3, you look like a real Heat of the Night nigga right there. What's that actor from Heat of the Night?
That shit look crazy, nigga. Looks like a Jackie.
All right, so I'm gonna show. All right, so as you heard Corey Holcomb, he says that he believes RG3 is trying to appease his white fan base, or he wants to be accepted in the white community. So that's why he put a monkey face on Angel Reese. So let me see here. This is a good conversation to have. It really is. It's, to me, I don't know if that's what he's trying to do. Honestly, I don't care if that's what he's trying to do. If he's trying to appease his fan base and his fan base just so happens to be Caucasian, I don't give a damn about that. If he's making jokes about another basketball player and he's putting a monkey face on her, I don't give a damn about that. The same way I don't care about Corey Holcomb just now going on a rant talking about how ugly Angel Reese is. Talking about how ugly Caitlin Clark is. Talking about, it's just, they're all making fun of their physical appearances. They're just doing it in another way. For some strange reason, though, people get highly triggered by a monkey face because racists around this country have attributed the monkey face to black people's faces for whatever reason. And now there's a debate online to say who looks more like a monkey, black people or white people, because monkeys don't have lips. So now white people don't have lips, so they look more like the monkeys. But black people are black with, so it's just foolish. At the end of the day, it's a whole bunch of ignorance happening. But here's the thing. When you're in this world of debauchery, this world of darkness, where all is fair in love and war, how in the hell are these people getting offended by one thing or the other when all is fair? They call people all types of B's. They call people all types of names. They talk about their entire family. Here he is talking about his entire family and just talking about how nappy his hair is. Like, because when you're black, you're supposed to always have your hair up. Your hair is supposed to be cut. You're supposed to be, ready to step out at all times. You're supposed to look fly. Your facial hair need to be on point. Everything needs to be on point. So when they're talking about RG3 right now, they're just talking about his hair. When a white person talks about a black man's nappy hair, they're wrong. We're talking about their races. But black people can talk about another man's nappy hair and say that he don't care about his hair because the white people don't care about hair. So he just over there all willy-nilly with his hair looking raggedy and trifling and horrible. So it's wild, man. There's so many things to consider in this conversation. Just to let y'all know what side I'm on, I don't have a side. I think it's foolish for Shaquille O'Neal to threaten to punch RG3 in the face, especially when RG3 is way more athletic than him. RG3 can actually move. He can actually run. He can actually block a punch and counter. If Shaquille O'Neal, big ass, do not grab hold of him and not let go, like if he actually can grab him, if he actually is fast enough to grab him, then it might be a problem with RG3. But 9 times out of 10, and I stand by this, the most athletic will whoop his ass, will win. So Shaq probably needs to slow down, because you can't threaten nobody who's still in football shape, still in NFL shape, with punching them in their face. Because what if they take you up on that offer? They pull up, you try to swing, you don't land, you already got bad knees, bad feet, bad hands. You barely even walking without limping. You can't run, you can't jump, you can't bend. He used to do what you call it? He used to break dance. He used to break dance and pop lock. Shaquille O'Neal is super cool. He's a super cool guy. Really cool. I watch his special on, is it on Netflix? Yeah, on Netflix. Is it on Netflix? Yeah, it's on Netflix. About them getting Reebok back up on his feet, and them going out there and trying to get more athletes that are coming straight from high school or college, or people who are already in the league that's in between contracts or are doing very well, and they're trying to get some people to be brand ambassadors. I watch all of that. I've been a fan of Shaq ever since he's played alongside Penny Hardaway with Orlando Magic. So it's different things that I pay attention to, but this right here is a little disingenuous, because they pick and choose when they want to be offended. Simply because she's your cash cow right now, because Angel Reese, just in case you guys don't know, Angel Reese is the biggest brand ambassador for Reebok right now. She signed right out of college, and now she's really blowing up. Like, she's all over the new 2K video and everything. And here's the picture, just in case you guys want to see the picture. Here's the picture right here of Angel Reese. I gotta show this to you because some of you have been asking for it. So she's on the new 2K26 joint right here, and this is the This is her picture. All right. So in turn, they made one for RG3. You know what I mean? Just I guess just to try to keep it fair, because this is what we do. We play the dozens. We talk sugar, honey, iced tea. We this, that, and other. I just don't understand the fake outrage. Like, I don't understand the fake outrage. Like, I get it. We talk trash about each other all the time. But as soon as we get into that monkey bag, be like, oh, what the hell? That's racist. Like, and you got a white wife? Your white wife talked you into doing this. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Out of all the content that I create on a daily basis, how much of my content do you think was encouraged by my wife? I'm just saying. Out of all of the business moves that Shaquille O'Neal has made over the years, how many of those moves you think were made by his wife or suggested by his wife? Nine times out of 10, we're in our own lanes, running our own race, and we're making our own moves. And because he had his hands in all of the honeypots, I'm talking about in many businesses. I'm talking about Shaq right now. Shaquille O'Neal had his hands in all of the pots, making all of the money, and then had his hands on a few women as well. He couldn't hold on to his wife, who is now married to a pastor, who's you know what I mean? I'm not going to disrespect that brother. I don't know what he's into. Shani Right Chick, thank you so much to my group member, I'm sorry, not group member, but my channel member, LFR family member, for the super chat. I really appreciate it, Shani. Thank you. So here's the picture right here. So when it comes to monkeys, black people be ready to fight. Do not compare them to a monkey. They not saying his wife encouraged it. They saying because he don't care for black women and praised white women that this happened. You know what? Okay. Here's my thing, Quincy, and I just want to put this out there too. The Corey Holcomb show disrespects women, black women, all the time. All the time. All the time. Blatant, like, disrespects them way worse than RG3 has ever disrespected a black woman. That's the false outrage I'm talking about. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't line up. It's disingenuous. It's hypocritical. But we all are hypocrites in some way, shape, or form. So I get it. I get it. But when you go and marry, when you black and you're an athlete and you go marry a white woman and you go start a family with a white woman, and then you got something to say about black women, shit, you are really on the list. At least date black women while you hating on them. Like, at least be out there disrespecting them with your ding-a-ling. Go disrespect them with your ding-a-ling. Like, make some sweet love for them to them, and then you can say whatever you want to say about them. But it's all, I understand though. I completely get it. If somebody called one of my kids a monkey, obviously I'm gonna go and think about exactly what they mean. Bro, that's racist. You trying to say this and other, blah, blah, blah. And it all comes back to race issues. Why is that? Why is that? Why does it always come back to race issues? Always. Like, this is what we do. We're a racial country. Very racial. And also, I want to say, Angel Reese has been playing the best basketball since she's been in WNBA that I have seen. She's had like 7 games in a row where she had a double-double. Just in case y'all don't know what that is, that's more than 10 points, 10 or more points, and 10 or more something else. So it can be assists, it could be blocks, it could be rebounds, it could be any other stat. If you have more than 10 of anything, that makes it a double-double. If you have more than 10 in 3 categories, that makes it a triple-double, all right? So if she had 10 assists, 10 points, and 10 rebounds, then that's a triple-double. But Angel Reese has been playing some ball. She's been playing lights out ball. I'm talking about playing to her strengths. Her pack game has been looking amazing. Basically, that's how she dribbled the basketball. Her assist game has been on point. I'm talking about creating opportunities for other people on her team. She's been doing a great job. Some will even argue that in the last 6 or 7 games, she's been playing way better than Caitlin Clark. And I believe that by her getting all of the accolades she's been receiving, she decided to step up and do exactly what people thought of her. She received the athlete, Black Woman Athlete of the Year from BET. And a lot of people were saying that she shouldn't have got it. It was other people that could have gotten that, like Clarissa Shields, who has an immaculate record in boxing, just been knocking everybody on their ass. And Angel Reese hasn't won anything yet. So they like, why is she getting it when this woman right here has been whooping people's tail and having fun while doing so? So it's just a couple of things that go along with this. Yes, I am a sports head. I watch sports. I love sports. Basketball, boxing. I watch football a lot now. I think that's my wife's new favorite sport. Because the NBA is not the same anymore. And yeah, so I just think it's all disingenuous, for real. And it's I take it a little personally too, because yeah, she's very famous and that's why she won. Everything's about, popularity contest. I take this whole thing a little personal too, because when you have a white fan base, your opinion no longer matters. That's just how it is. When you have a white fan base, when you are, if you're not out there trying to appease the diaspora, then it would serve you well to not even speak on the Black community at all. Like you have nothing to say, as if you no longer live in it. Even if you're from it, even if you still live in it, even if you're impacted by it, shut up, because those are not the people who follow you or who support you, so you can't speak on it. And that right there is BS, because most of these clowns are supported mostly by a white fan base. They just won't acknowledge it until it's time to speak about Black issues. And it's ridiculous. All right. So I just want to point that out there. Let me see. So there's that beef. Let me see here. Yeah. Let me see. All right. So that's it for the day, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Morning Vantage, episode number 62. I appreciate you guys being so considerate of one another in the chat. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you to everyone who became a member today. JJ and JJ was the one that became a member today. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate you becoming a member. Thank you for everyone who submitted a super chat. And for anybody that's considering getting into content creation, I'm going to thank you in advance for getting the YouTube course that's inside of our descriptions under this video. Very first link, check it out. All right. Even if you don't get it, I want you to go check it out. Just go check it out. Just go look at it and say, man, let me see what he's talking about. Let me see what he's talking about. All I want to say is this. You can do whatever you put your mind to. Nobody's looking at you enough for you to be embarrassed for trying something new. Everybody's running their own race. They're calculated about how they're going to pay their own bills, how they're going to stay healthy, how they're going to continue to take care of their own families and contend with everything else that's going on in this world. They're not paying attention to you. So run your own race, step outside of your box, try something new, go hard for what you believe in. And if what you're doing right now is not working, then try something else. What did they say the real meaning of insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different result. So try something different. This might be it. And if you've been trying content creation and haven't been seeing any growth, maybe you've been doing it for years and haven't been seeing any growth. Reach out to me, work with me, and watch what happens. All right. Thank y'all, all my blues, all my greens. Those are my members. So we got the blues, we got the greens, and some of the blues are green and some of the greens are blue. Thank y'all so much for everything, man. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next live stream. And for all of my content creation folk, I will see you guys inside of the group call at 11:30. Okay, 11:30 a.m. EST, and 8 p.m. this evening. All right, y'all have an amazing day, and thanks again for everything. And don't forget, continue to love on yourselves and show God all grace. Show God that you appreciate Him as well. See you next time. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.